Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Lakbe Badjo, but you can call me Lakbe for short. So you're welcome. If you're new here, I provide on this channel interior design tips. I talk about life in Canada, and I'm also a lifestyle blogger. So hit that subscribe button so the notification bell so you get an alert when a new video comes up. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for joining again. I'm so excited for this video. All right, let's jump into the video. All right, so awkward introduction out of the way. Yeah, today we are talking about interior design tips. Yay, my favorite. Yeah, so today we're going to be talking about something that is an issue for most individuals, most families these days, because the way the situation of homes are, these days, it's like they want us to be living inside literally a box, So today we're going to be talking about how to design small spaces. Yeah, this is a challenge for most people, most families, just as I said. And there are principles to designing your home. Even if you're in a small space, you don't have to, because you live in a small space doesn't mean you shouldn't have an aesthetically pleasing looking space, right? So you have to make do with what you have, but there are some principles you need to follow in order to achieve that look you're going for and to not feel like you're living in a cramped space. So the number one principle is for you to make sure the floors are clear. And what I mean by this is the types of furniture you have, whatever it is you're using to decorate your space, bear in mind that you don't want to have clutter on the floors. So for example, your couch, make sure they have like higher legs. You find that in most furniture that have like modern styles, something modern and not heavy looking, something light and slender looking. Yep. And also if you have decor pieces, try to limit the amount you have on the floor and try to reduce layering. So for example, you'll find in some spaces that they layer their carpets and rugs in a small space as much as possible. You want to reduce that. If possible, have the floors bare. The barest minimum is usually better for smaller spaces. Number two is to go for multi-purpose type of furniture. So I did this series on my TikTok where I talked about multi-purpose furniture. So for example, you might have a dining table that also serves as an office table. If you live in a small space, this phenomenon is typically common for people who live in larger cities like Toronto, New York, because those houses, those apartments are really small, but you also want to enjoy living in the place, right? So you need a dining table and you also need an office table, but you don't need a dining table 24/7, and also you don't need an office table 24/7. So why not have something that's multifunctional, right? And, also in really tiny spaces, you might have a bed that folds out at night time, and during the day you just fold out your bedspread and all of that and raise the bed back up. You see that concept in like really tiny homes. That's actually a very good idea. So but the number 2 point is go for furniture that are multi-purpose. Number 3, make use of mirrors. I can't overemphasize this enough, especially if you're in an apartment that has limited amount of light coming in. You want to definitely make use of mirrors because mirrors have reflective properties. So placing mirrors within a space will help reflect light and give that illusion of a larger space by a significant couple of inches. So definitely go for mirrors. Number 4 is to make use of good lighting. So on my TikTok, I did this series where I was talking about types of lighting and where you can use different types of lighting, within your space. That's a very large, it's a long series. So I advise you to follow me on TikTok and go and watch that series because it's really, really educational, and it gives you, an idea of the kind of lighting that you need within for example, your bedroom or your kitchen, different types of lighting with their different functions and different spaces. So within a small space, you want to make sure that your lighting is illuminating the right things, because you don't want a space that is small and then dark and cringy looking. It makes the room even look smaller. So you want to make sure you're making use of ambient lighting, you're making use of your task lighting properly, and also your accent lighting as well, to enhance the beauty of whatever it is you're trying to bring out. So yeah, definitely make use of good lighting. And number 5, don't be afraid to use color. I know that most people are usually scared of going for bold colors because they feel like, you know, using bold colors will make the space look smaller, which isn't always necessarily the case. So people will rather go for white, and to be honest, that's the safest, you know, that's the safest option, white. But it's not everyone who likes to have that white clinical, you know, bland look. Some people like colors, they like to go bold. So yeah, for sure, you can definitely go bold. What you obviously have to do is test the color on your walls, look at how they look, how that shade of color looks during the day and at night. And if you're, you know, kind of skeptical of using colors, you know, bold colors all over the room, you can decide to go for a feature wall, you know, making that wall the focal point of your space. That's definitely a very good option. And finally, keep your decor simple. You know, as much as possible, you want to make sure your room can breathe. So you don't want to have too many decor pieces, you know, competing for each other within the space. And you also want to play with scale and proportion. So if you're having a painting on your wall, you don't want to make it so big and overwhelming that it kind of takes over the entire wall. You want to make sure that the painting has, you know, matches the scale of your wall. And also your decor pieces, you don't want to, you know, just like I said, you don't want to have too many decor pieces on your wall shelves, or, you know, wherever it is that you want to place them. You want to try to make them sparse. So that is why most people that live in small spaces will go for like a cleaner look, you know, with the contemporary style, or like glam chic style, or something transitional, just to keep things simple. And if you still prefer, you know, something more art deco-ish or eclectic, you can have, you know, hints and bits of pieces of those types of styles within your modern space. Yes guys, we've come to the end of today's video. I hope you found value in this video. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. That makes me know that you guys enjoy these types of videos and will encourage me to make more of these types of videos. And one last thing, if you like this wig, yeah, I'm going to be dropping a link in the comment section. You can get 5 or 10% off, I think, if you use my affiliate code. So again, if you haven't subscribed, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you on my next video. Bye guys.